Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the brand new album by Failure. This is Location Lost, the first release. Now it's all across Spotify and other streaming websites, so you don't have to worry about not being able to listen to this one. It's available in all formats and methods. I know we've had a bunch of artists like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard pull their entire discography off Spotify, so was expecting this Failure just to not have this one there, but the fact that I can listen to this one on Spotify, I'm quite happy because, you know, I do like me some Failure, and Fantastic Planet is fantastic, so it is nice to get more Failure on there. So the alt rock, art rock, space rock revival band is back with a new record, and we have honestly a pretty solid state of tracks here. This entire record just fills you with the kind of emptiness that you it just fills the emptiness rather of not having any Failure for a bit, with that feel. Now they definitely dabble less into the kind of more grungy sound, less onto that here, but then they use that space to build up more of this spacey, slower atmosphere, and I honestly think it gives you such a very strong, very well crafted feel here. Failure honestly have had some pretty original ideas around this point, and the singles have actually appealed to me quite a bit, so I was looking forward to the record as a whole, and it doesn't disappoint at all. I find the biggest shocker of this is that they had Hayley Williams from Paramore as a feature on the Rising Skyline. It just felt so weird. I wasn't expecting any collab like this, but I mean, Hayley Williams is a good addition to the Rising Skyline, so it's not really a problem, and it's kind of a cool addition to the record. Crash Test Delayed. I love the opening on this one, and the way it fully transitions into the vocals is such a great start to it. There's a bunch of cool elements I love with the choruses, and just the structuring of the spacey instrumentation is very nice. Singles like Airs on Fire and Way Down have always stood out to me as just pretty good Failure, and Solid State is probably one of the most solid tracks on the record. The energy on this one is great. I love the instrumentation. It just manages to drive that spacey feel I quite like in some bands just to a T, while putting in the strongest that their sound has been for a while. While there are a few songs I think I kind of you have to listen to a few more times for it to click with you, I think as a whole the album expresses itself in a very great way, showing that they can dabble from sort of a familiar sound, less on what earlier records like Fantastic Planet did, to soar further into this spacey feel, knowing that they are one of the bands that really pushed space rock revival back out there. Failure is so underrated. Despite the commercial success they had of previous stuff, this feels like a band that should be where bands like Bush or Stain should be. At least not all of them are space rock, but some of them take a post-grunge influence, and the fact that Failure never really delved into that success has always left this band being kind of one of the more underrated wonders of the world. And Location Lost, it generally describes the popularity of this band right now. Like, they are not as big as they could be, and I love the overall atmosphere and storytelling that this album gives you as well. Moonlight Understands is a great kind of cathartic way to end the album off, and I don't think there's really any point where I feel that this drags on or gets very repetitive. It's a nice under 40-minute listen. Surprised by it because previous records have been a bit longer than that, but I'm not complaining. It's 9 tracks, 9 solid tracks for that matter, and I honestly think it's a very well structured, very well filled record with a lot of originality, creativity, and it's probably one of Failure's best in a while, I'd say. It just feels like peak Failure in a more modern landscape, and I will take it. It's quite enjoyable. So that's pretty much all I have to say with this one. I feel this one's a 3.5 out of 5. Love this one quite a lot. And as a Failure record goes, I feel like this one is going to be on repeat for me, so I hope you'll enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.